Some guy will offer to marry Bonnie Blue.
Yep.
Yes, they will. Someone will offer to marry Lily Phillips. And the guy won't even be as weird and as fucking cucky as you think. He'll be a cuck, don't get me wrong. But when we dig deep down, we find out that it's either a publicity stunt or this guy has some mental disorder. But someone will do it. And when he does it, we're all going to make fun of him and we're all going to be so mad. No, the only thing growing faster than the OnlyFans economy is the simp economy. It is growing astronomically.
I mean, this state is covered in strip clubs. It's silly to say like, oh, we're gonna have morals now.
He calls this a sin tax.
Yeah.
Do you view what you're doing as sinful?
At the end of the day, who are you to judge sin?
Florida's OnlyFans women are speaking out.
A Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout.
James Fishback, a Republican primary candidate for governor here, wants to bring in what he calls a 50% sin tax
on whatever you so-called earn via that online degeneracy platform.
Do you think for the voters of Florida that OnlyFans is really a major issue?
We don't want our women in Florida to feel as if the only way they can make a living is by selling nude images or videos on the internet to complete strangers. My view is really simple. If OnlyFans did not exist in Florida, we would be better off for it.
I honestly disagree. I think that it's great. It just has created so many opportunities for me, and I'm so thankful to even be here.
Sophie Rain, a Florida native, is one of the world's biggest OnlyFans stars. And how much money have you made now?
I have just hit $100 million.
$100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Anya Lacey says her success on OnlyFans has allowed her to buy what she wants now and to save for the future.
Make America great again.
Her journey to OnlyFans began on TikTok.
I started doing TikTok live.
And what would you do on the lives?
Well, I started building Legos. And then I would do like fun things, like people really like to see me in costumes. And then I started getting mass DMs from people, like mass DMs. Do you have an OF? Are you starting an OF?
And how quickly did your OnlyFans grow?
Oh, it was pretty big. Even that first day, I mean, I made like more money than I thought I would.
As St. Paul reminds us in Ephesians chapter 6.
Fishback is the underdog here, going up against a Trump-endorsed candidate in the Republican primary, but his events are attracting crowds of young men.
I've dealt with OnlyFans girls, I'll be honest. I've talked to women who have done these promiscuous activities, and there's no way that I would ever marry them, and most men wouldn't marry these types of women.
I'm actually way less bothered by satanic cults than I am by OnlyFans.
And Fishback's proposals are playing well in some places online.
And I don't know why the guy who runs OnlyFans is not in prison, like right now. If you're turning like a huge percentage of America's young women into prostitutes, you're a criminal.
The men who spend their money, their time, their resources, I'm not letting them off the hook either. I think they are just as complicit by handing over money to see these nude images. We'd be better off without OnlyFans.
Do strip clubs make Florida better?
No.
But you're not going to put a 50% tax on them.
Just wait on it. I will not tolerate cultural filth and moral degeneracy in my state.
There's a lot of talk about like crisis of masculinity in the US and
Oh yeah. I think men are women now. Men want to be princesses. The biggest problem is like male loneliness and...
There you go. Okay, so she thinks she's the solution to male loneliness. Got it. Anybody have any thoughts about this?
She made $2.3 million on her 18th birthday.
I think a lot of these girls...
We talked about echo chamber. I'm going to call my own foul or call our own foul here. Fishback knows full and well. He's not getting a 50% sin tax in Florida. It's not happening. He knows that it's not happening.
Oh, just like he knows that he's never going to be able to get all the money out of whoever cheated in the relationship. Remember that? Where it's like if you get a divorce for infidelity, what is it? All prize goes to the winner.
Winner takes all. Yeah,
winner takes all.
So
but it's a great marketing tactic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So as long as we all understand what he's doing is marketing. And again, I'm part of the same political side as he is, although apparently he's going up against a Trump candidate, which surprises me. I figured Trump would have endorsed him. And he's going on like Fresh and Fit and all these other shows. And it's a really good grift. And I think from the angle he's doing, this is probably the best he's ever going to do. So I get why he's doing it, but please understand this isn't going to happen. You're not getting a 50% tax. There's no way that this is going to happen in Florida. And
but it does make for some good podcast content, man. Yes, I will tell you that. He was on Fresh and Fit, and then I seen him on talking up to how he was going to, if you're cheating on your wife and you get a divorce and she gets everything, uncontested. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The thing is like that plays really well. Those extreme, over the top, like edgy. He's basically an edgelord. That's what he is. When you look at these guys and you see the marketing that goes into that, he won't be elected for anything. But in the meantime, it's engagement media. And so why is he good?
He's going to write a book. He's going to go on a speaking tour. That dude can write his own tickets. This makes guys so angry when I say this, but it's still true. Some guy will offer to marry Bonnie Blue.
Yep.
Yes, they will. Someone will. Someone will offer to marry Lily Phillips, and the guy won't even be as weird and as fucking cucky as you think. He'll be a cuck. Don't get me wrong, but he won't be as But when we dig deep down, we find out that it's either a publicity stunt or this guy has some mental disorder. But someone will do it, and when he does it, we're all going to make fun of him, and we're all going to be so mad. No, the only thing growing faster than the OnlyFans economy is the simp economy. It is growing astronomically. Remember that Washington Post photo that we have? You've probably seen it. You've seen it where it shows from 2008 on the number of sexless men, and it goes up to like 23%. And we were told by everyone on Twitter, no, it stopped at 23%, and then it went back down. And then Deborah Soh comes out with her book, Sextinction. It just came out, and in the book, she finally comes out and says, no, 33% of men are now going a year without sex. The number went up. Of course it did.
God,
dating apps
so much.
Yes. One more time. Dating apps create more sexless men. Social media creates more sexless men. Pornography creates more sexless men. That's what's happening in society right now. I'm not even listen, I know, because obviously I have more than 100 female friends I live in Las Vegas. I live in a building full of people who do this. I'm not sitting there trying to shame you individually. What I am saying is there's downstream ramifications for what you do. If you came to me and said, hey, Michael, you're abusing steroids or you're abusing drugs, it's going to hurt your liver. I'm not going to be like, you misogynist, you androgynous piece of shit. I can't believe you said that. You're probably right. And if you're a girl and you're out there escorting and doing crazy shit, and then I was like, hey, you're probably going to have a hard time finding a good man. Why does that make me a bigot? It doesn't make me. Why does that make me misogynistic? I don't understand. It's just the truth. Go ahead.
I think because a lot of women felt, the effects of, the patriarchy when it comes to getting ourselves into like the capitalistic world of making money. And during COVID, when most of us lost our jobs and turned to OnlyFans, we didn't see it as having long-term effects in our dating life. We saw it as a way to, make money in a capitalistic society.
Hold that thought for 1 second. I want to congratulations have to go out to Brian Atlas from the whatever podcast. He says, Sophie, Rain, and I are having a baby. we are being blackmailed. So I figured we'd just come out with the story ourselves. Our boy Rain Atlas. Love you, babe. The ultrasound.
It's April Fool.
They're actually having a baby.
Rain Atlas.
Yes.
It is April.
Congratulations on
the
baby.